Edina Mayor Jim Hovland attended the 88th Annual United States Conference of Mayors in Washington, D.C. in January. Over 1,400 mayors from across the country attended and developed a resolution called Mayor's Vision for America 2020, a call to action. It addresses some of the weighty issues facing America's cities, such as employment and job creation, modernizing transportation infrastructure, climate change and clean energy, affordable housing, and more. Mayor Hovland shares how important it is for cities like Edina to coordinate with one another for better outcomes for all.
Thanks for covering for me collectively. I went to the U.S. Conference of Mayors midwinter meeting.
Now, all council members take on networking efforts from time to time. So just what is the U.S. Conference of Mayors and what makes it significant?
Well, the U.S. Conference of Mayors is an organization that was formed in the 30s, primarily, I think, as a result of the Great Depression. Some of the mayors in some of the larger cities were having difficulty with feeding their citizens, and there was no organization that really represented cities in the country.
Headquartered in Washington, D.C., the USCM is the official nonpartisan organization of cities with populations of 30,000 or more. The cities are each represented by their mayors or other chief elected officials, and their mission is pretty straightforward.
I think it aligns well with ours, which is, essentially working on matters that will hopefully improve the quality of people's lives over time in the towns that they live in.
The organization's 88th annual winter meeting took place in late January, and a number of weighty topics were addressed.
There are implications that are very wide-ranging with respect to transportation infrastructure, water quality issues, air quality issues, cybersecurity issues.
There were also sessions that sparked forward-thinking concepts in community engagement.
Let me give you a couple quick facts. Esports are multiple player video games played competitively for spectators. It is the fastest growing sport in the world.
And when you think about best practices or how you can enhance life for folks in your community, including youth, it made me think about, maybe there's another way to get additional use out of our Braemar Dome. Maybe we could do esports for high school kids out there.
So many ideas, but also so many different backgrounds, which means differing opinions.
You don't get a sense of partisanship there. Republican mayors have their meeting, Democratic mayors have their meeting, but it doesn't preclude you from getting work done together.
Ultimately, the benefit to Edina is clear.
Quite a wonderful experience, and again, thanks to the residents of our town, too, who support us in these continuing education efforts that we make, and also our quest to find best practices that we can bring back to our community to make it an even better place to live.
The U.S. Conference of Mayors is a nonpartisan organization of cities of 30,000 people or more. In addition to the ongoing work of the conference's standing committees, mayors are organized into task forces to examine and act on issues which demand special attention, such as civic innovation, exports, hunger, and homelessness.